welcome to my channel. I have an awesome recipe for you today. It is my cinnamon rolls, and I have a cinnamon bun frosting copycat for you to just top the cinnamon roll off. Oh my God, it's flavor all the way through the cinnamon roll, including the dough. So I will have all of your ingredients listed below. So without further ado, let's get started. In my stand mixer, I have some all-purpose flour, and to that I'm adding some sugar. I've added some salt. I just added some yeast. Now I'm using whole yeast in a jar, but if you have packets, it'll be one yeast packet. To that I've added some cinnamon. I'm adding some fresh ground grated nutmeg. I'm adding to this. I'm stirring to combine. And now I'm going to be adding in some brown sugar, and I'm going to stir to combine that. And that is all of my dry ingredients. Okay, so next I'm going to move forward with my wet ingredients. So in my bowl I have milk, I have eggs, and to that I'm adding some vanilla bean paste, and I'm going to add some sour cream, and then I'm going to stir to combine. I am getting all of that sour cream out of there. Okay, I didn't leave nothing left behind. So next to this, I'm going to add in some melted butter. And I'm going to stir to combine that. Now this will be all of my wet ingredients, you guys. So now I've taken my wet ingredients and I poured it into my dry ingredients. And of course, I'm going to get everything out of every bowl. I put my dough hook on. And now I'm going to start this out on a low speed until everything is gathered and it starts forming a dough. And then I'm going to increase it and I'm going to let it beat for a while. You know, this keeps me from having to do a whole bunch of arm workouts. But hey, if you want to do a lot of arm workout, then definitely you don't have to go this far with your beating. You can take the dough out and just go at it with what I'm getting ready to do next, which is on a floured surface, I'm going to knead the dough. So I'm going to knead it for about 10 minutes. I think that's enough to get my gluten working and me to be able to start forming this wonderful, wonderful cinnamon roll that is loaded with lots of flavor. If you need to add more flour to your surface, please do so. So the goal is to be able to actually form this into a ball and press your finger in it and the dough bounces back. If you do not get this, continue to knead until your dough does what this has just showed you. So in a bowl, I have a neutral oil, like a vegetable oil, canola oil, and now I'm just juice around the dough in the bowl, juice it around. And now I'm covering it with some saran wrap. Now, what I did do to help myself with getting my dough to rise is I have put my oven on the lowest temperature. Once it got to that temperature, I turned it off. And at that point, I was kneading the dough and I put it in the oven. And what you want is it to double in size like it was in that bowl 2 seconds ago. But anyway, now I'm kneading it out, just barely kneading it out. I just pulled it out and now I'm going to roll this into what is a rectangular shape so that I can go ahead and make these wonderful cinnamon rolls. So, you know, get it as close to the shape as you can. You tug on the sides and pull on the sides until you get that rectangular shape. Now, I can't tell you exactly what size it should be because, of course, I am not a baker by trade. You know, I am a home cook. So anyway, if there are some real bakers that are actually looking at my station, hey, if you don't mind, can you give them the exact measurements of what it should be in size? But for me, this is what I'm working with. This is how it looks for me. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. So anyway, in a bowl, I have sugar, brown sugar, cinnamon, and fresh ground nutmeg. And I am mixing all of that together. Yay! So now I've also have some room temperature butter. I am spreading that out onto the surface of my cinnamon rolls. And the dough, actually, it will be a cinnamon roll in a few, but that's what it is. I'm actually just covering all with butter. So the next step after I get through doing all this is I take that wonderful sugar and cinnamon mixture and I spread it all over the dough in the butter until it's all gone. And then I kind of pat it a little bit, but I think my fingers started sticking to it. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I have a lot of cinnamon and sugar on my fingers, so I need to leave that alone. Anyway, so now I'm going to roll this into a roll so that I can cut it and create the cinnamon rolls. So the goal is to keep it pretty tight. Now, if you had a mat, it would probably be much easier than what I'm doing. So whatever works for you, that's what you need to do to create your wonderful cinnamon rolls. But trust me, this is a delicious dough. It's packed full of flavor and you are definitely gonna love these cinnamon rolls. I'm telling you, Preppy Kitchen, I'm telling you, he did an awesome job with this. So I am actually cutting it in half, and I'm trying to keep all of my cinnamon rolls about the same size. I'm not cutting all the way through, but I'm trying to measure it. So I just did half and then half of a half, and then a half of that half and half. And that's how I decided to form all of my cinnamon rolls. They're not even, but hey, they're close enough for me and my family. So anyway, in a buttered baking pan, I have added all of the wonderful cinnamon rolls and I'm spreading them out, and you kind of want to make it so that your edge doesn't come loose. So I did kind of smooth that one around, but anyway, I'm putting them all in there, and then I'm going to actually cover them and let them do a second rise before I actually bake them off. I do want them to double in size, and I will show you what that looks like. But in the meantime, while those are rising, I am going to make the Cinnabon frosting. So in my stand mixer, I have cream cheese and I have margarine. And I am actually whisking this until it's good and incorporated. Then after that, I'm gonna add in some powdered sugar. I'm gonna add in the lemon juice. And I'm also going to add in some vanilla bean paste. The actual recipe calls for vanilla, but I am a true fan of vanilla bean. So vanilla bean is usually always what I'm going to use in my baking dishes. I just love how it tastes, and I think it also adds a little bit more to the norm. So anyway, I scrape down my sides because I want to make sure all of it is incorporated. And so then I'm going to set this aside once this is all mixed together, but I want to give you a quick shot of what this looks like. And this is what my cinnamon frosting looks like. Anyway, a cream cheese frosting. So anyway, these cinnamon rolls have doubled in size. I'm going to put them in the oven 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake them for 28 to 30 minutes. And boom, you didn't wait for any of that. They are done. Look at that. I'm going to let them cool down a little bit, and then I spread all that wonderful cream cheese, fill it, frosting all over it. And you guys, these cinnamon rolls are absolutely done and ready to be eaten, and I am going to plate them up for you. If you have not given me a thumbs up, please do so. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get all of my new recipes as I go along. So anyway, I want to show you what this looks like on a wonderful plate, you guys. So this is what's next. This is the cinnamon roll. Oh my God, look how big and fluffy and delicious these cinnamon rolls are. Oh my God, just yum, yum, yum. Thank you for watching. And as always, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Don't forget to click thumbs up and subscribe so that you can get all of my new videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.